Hello everyone. I hope all of you are doing well and doing excel in your studies. So today we are going to start our new chapter number 7, current electricity. So we are going to start the first topic of chapter 7, that is circuits, symbols and diagrams. So before starting the concepts related to the electric current, we need to understand the circuit symbols and diagram, because we have to use these things in solving different problems. So what is electric circuit? Electric circuit, you can see over here, it consists of basically electric wires, battery, lamp, resistors and different components. So we can define an electric circuit is a complete unbroken path through which electric charge can flow. The closed path through which the electrons flow is called the electric circuit. A simple circuit includes a lamp, connecting wire, switch and battery and so on. So electric circuit which you will study consists of different component, and to produce electric current, charges must flow continuously from one place to another. Current requires an electric circuit. So in order to have a continuation in the flow of electron, it requires a complete pathway, and this pathway is called electric circuit. Circuit symbols and diagrams. You can see over here why we use circuit symbols. You can see over here that this is a very general diagram for the circuit. Of course it will require time in drawing the circuit diagram. In order to not to waste the time, so what we do, we give symbols for the components of the circuit in order to understand the circuit. So internationally there are some standard symbols for the components of the circuit. Like in chemistry, we have symbols for different elements, like for oxygen we have O, for sodium we have Na, for water we have H2O. In the same way, there are internationally acceptable symbols for the components of the circuit in order to understand the language of the circuit diagram everywhere in the world. So to make it possible to draw complex circuits, a shorthand method using standard circuit symbols is used. Scientists, engineers, manufacturers and others around the world use the same symbol for a particular component. So all over the world, whether it is China, Japan, America, USA, Europe, or whether everywhere, the same symbols are used by the scientists and engineers to draw the circuit diagram and to understand the circuit diagrams. So these need a universal language in which to work and to present their result. So this requires universal language, and this universal language is being accepted everywhere in the world. So connecting wire. Now the basic component of the circuit is the connecting wires, and usually we represent them through a straight line. So what is the purpose of using connecting wires? Electrical wires are used to connect components or parts of the electrical circuit. Usually it is represented through a straight wire. Here you can see over here the straight line represent the electrical wires in the circuit. The second components are the switches. There are different types of switches. You can see over here all of the switches have a purpose of connecting and disconnecting the electrical circuit. So a switch is used to connect or disconnect a circuit at will. Whenever you want to connect the circuit, or whenever you want to stop the flow of electron in the circuit, we usually use switches. And the symbol used for the switch is two dots, and this represent open. When the switch is open, if you want to disconnect the circuit, we usually use this symbol. And if you want to connect the circuit, we usually use this type of symbol. So this is a closed circuit. A closed circuit means that there is flow of electric current in the circuit. But if you want to stop the flow of electric current, we usually let open the switch. That is, we open the switch, and so the flow of electron gets stopped in the circuit. The third component is the cell and battery. You can see over here, usually cell is represented by this symbol and the battery is represented by this symbol. Commonly cell and battery, both of them are the source of the electric current. But the slight difference between them is that whenever we connect many cells together, we call these as battery. So battery is a source of high voltage. So battery is a higher voltage as compared to the cell. The cell stores chemical energy and transfers it to the electrical energy when a circuit is connected. So the basic purpose of cell or a battery is to store chemical energy and convert chemical energy into electrical energy in the circuit. A battery is also known as a cell. The cell's chemical energy is used up pushing a circuit around a complete circuit. You can see over here each cell or battery, they have a positive and negative terminal. Ammeter. Ammeter is also a device used to determine the flow of electric current, and its symbol is round circle, and in this round circle we usually write A. So the basic purpose of the ammeter is to measure the current amount of electricity in the circuit. So this is a representation of the ammeter. Voltmeter. Voltmeter is also another device which is usually used to measure the voltage of the battery. You can see over here, this is a voltmeter, sorry, and it measures the voltage or energy in the circuit. And you can see over here it is shown by a round circle, and in this round circle we usually write V. Resistors. Resistors are of different types. You have seen this type of resistors in electronic devices. When you open any electronic devices, you will notice this type of component, this type of devices in them, and the basic purpose of resistor is to control the flow of current. So the basic purpose of resistor is to control the flow of electric current in the circuit. And this you can represent resistor through this symbol or either through this symbol. Basically resistors are of different types. They are of different types, mainly of two types: linear resistors and non-linear resistors. Linear resistors further divided into two types. These are fixed resistors and variable resistors. Fixed resistors consist of the carbon composition, wire bond type, thick film resistor and thin film resistor. And these type of resistors, they are very small, and they are used in electronic devices. All these four, you can see over here, these four resistors, they are used in electronic devices like in laptop battery and such things. And variable resistor, you can see over here, potentiometer, rheostat and trimming pot. You will observe this resistor in your physics lab, mostly used in performing different type of experiment by students and teachers. Non-linear resistors, thermistor, LDR, versitor and surface mount are also used in electronic circuits, and these are also very small type of resistors. So resistors are being used in different things like in laptop charger, mobile phone charger, lamps, street lights, fan speed control. So you can see over here this type of resistor, it's being used in street lights. So the basic purpose of resistor is control the flow of electron, and it have a various application in daily life. Rheostat is also a type of resistor, and which type of resistor? It is a type of variable resistor. You can control the flow of resistor through moving this portion of the resistor right and left. If you want to increase or decrease the resistance of the resistance of this electric circuit, or if you want to control or if you want to decrease or increase the amount of current, you simply move this portion of the rheostat left or right way. So it is commonly used in physics laboratories for performing different type of experiments. So the basic symbol for rheostat is either international standard or American standard. Both symbols are used. Whichever is easy for you, you can use them. So fuse, you have also heard this word in at your home as well, that you have connect the fuse, it will light up the bulbs in your home. If you disconnect, it will disconnect the flow of electricity in your home. But you can see over here that electric fuse are of different types, and it is mainly used in electronic devices, either at home as well. So electric fuse is a device which is used to limit the current in an electric circuit. It basically limits the amount of current in an electric circuit. The fuse protects electrical appliances. Electrical appliances means electrical equipments, electrical objects from damage when excessive current. Excessive current means when the current amount of current is very high. So when excessive current flows through it, when there is too much current, the fuse melts. So the fuse prevent the electrical objects or electrical appliances from being damaged. So there are many different sort of fuse. You can see over here the different symbols are being used for fuse. So you can use any one of it for representing the electrical circuit diagram. So fuse in plugs are made in standard rating, that is 3A, 5A, 13A, and etc. And here you can also see 25A, showing the standard and quality of the fuse. So depending on the quality and standard of the fuse, different naming are given to it. So bulb is also, you can see over here, this is a bulb, and the bulb does not have any sort of application, but still we use this for performing experiment, and the symbol for a bulb is a round circle, and in this round circle there is a cross. So I hope that you have understood the lesson, and try to practice the circuit diagram and circuit symbols as well. So do study, do practice, stay happy, and take care of yourself.